Hello.
Hi everyone, welcome to the Bodden house during the summer. This one's Sawyer.
Yeah.
This one's Wyatt. They're going to make art with me today as well. Today I am doing the hand print gnome that we did in class, but I had some students request that I posted on YouTube because they were either gone or really wanted to make it a second time. So you're going to need a couple of supplies. You're going to need a half sheet of paper.
And scissors.
You're going to need some scissors. You're going to need a smaller piece that's going to be the hat.
And pencils.
You're going to need a pencil. You're going to need an even smaller piece for the nose. This, if you don't have a flesh color or a skin color, you can always draw your nose on and color it. We'll get to that part in just a second. Or you could even cut out a small piece of paper and color it. You're going to need a glue stick. So, 3 sizes of paper. One will be your beard.
Yeah.
One will be your hat.
Yeah.
So beard.
Yeah.
Hat.
Yes.
Nose.
Yes.
Need a pencil because we're going to trace our hand in just a minute. Glue stick because we have to assemble it. And scissors because we're going to cut it all out.
Yeah.
I'm going to switch my camera. Okay, so hopefully you have your materials assembled. What we are going to do is we're going to start out with our white piece of paper. We are not going to spread out our fingers like a hand turkey, because that will take it so that our fingers are off our paper. We want to spread our hand out just so that it's comfortable, and I need to switch hands because that's my drawing hand. So, you're going to spread your fingers out just a little bit. This is on your white piece of paper. That's about a half a page. You are going to trace around your hand. And it's okay if your fingers look kind of wonky. We're going to cut it out. You can change it up. So you're going to trace around your hand. When you are done tracing around your hand, you are going to curve the bottom. So, curve the bottom. Set your pencil aside. We're not going to need it for a little bit.
Okay.
Grab your scissors. We are going to cut on our finger line, or on that line that we just drew. Try and be careful not to cut your fingers off.
Yeah, like the hand turkey, like I did.
So, try and stay on your line. You can smooth your fingers out if you want. You're going to cut on your line.
Some people did in my class when we were making my idea.
So this is very similar to the handprint flower project we did for Mother's Day.
Yeah.
Where we traced our hand and cut it out on that green paper. If you were in class the week we did the gnomes, you made your gnome this same way. If you weren't, you now can make your own handprint gnome. Once you are done cutting out your hand, your white paper can go into the garbage if it's close, or if you want to throw your garbage all the way at the end, that works as well. Here's your hand. So you're gonna set it to the side.
Mom, this is how mine looks like.
It looks beautiful, Sawyer. Okay.
Oh, but I cut it.
Grab your small square. That is going to be your nose. Now, if you don't have skin colors, totally okay. You can color skin color on a white piece of paper to make it, or after we've assembled our gnome, you can draw your gnome nose on there. Okay, so on your square piece of paper, you're going to take and draw me an oval circle shape. It's okay if it's a little bit more square. When you're beautiful. When you're done, you're going to take and you are going to cut out your nose shape. And this one, I got a little wild on one edge, so cutting it more one way than the other. So there is my nose shape. So, gnome beard, gnome nose. We now need gnome hat. So, show you on my new gnome. So those of you that know I have my gnome collection, here's one of the new gnomes. So we have done the beard. We have done our nose. Now we're going to do our hats.
It's last.
So this is my son Sawyer's favorite animal. He's a sloth. So
Yeah.
we got a sloth gnome. Okay.
If you could get blue out of it.
So we're going to start, and this is going to look kind of like a Hershey Kiss. So I'm going to start with kind of a bottom that's flat that curves up on the edges. Then I'm going to angle it up. You can show it to them when we're all done. Angle it up. Curve it down and around. Curve it to a point. And then curve down to connect. Now, if you want to do it a different way, you are welcome to do it a different way. That is the cool thing about doing art like this. Everybody's turns out different, and they're all going to be amazing. Next, you're going to cut on your line.
This is mine.
And that is Sawyer's gnome hat. After we've got them all built, we can show you everybody's gnome.
Mom.
So,
and we also have to draw the details.
we'll talk about details in just a minute.
Okay. I'm gonna make details already.
Okay, so here's my gnome hat. So the next thing I'm going to do, I am going to assemble my gnome. Now I'm going to grab a piece of scratch paper so that it actually ends up being my health room pass notes so that I'm not sticking glue all over my table. So the first thing I'm going to do, I am turning my handprint over so I don't have all my lines on it.
Yeah.
I am going to do the same with my hat. I'm going to turn my hat over so I don't have my lines on it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take my glue stick. Now, if you don't have a glue stick, glue bottle works just fine as well. You're just not going to want to use a lot of glue. I'm going to take and I'm going to glue just a little strip up here, putting enough glue to make sure that my hat's going to stick. Then I'm going to stick my hat on and I'm just going to rub it so it sticks. Then I'm going to steal my glue back from my son because he has stolen it. I'm going to put some glue on my nose. Back side of my nose. I'm going to pick it up because it's kind of stuck to my paper. And I'm going to slide it just a little bit underneath my hat. Just a little bit underneath my hat. And I'm going to rub it as well. And there you have your gnome. Now, if you want to decorate them, now is your chance to decorate them. If you've got colored pencils or markers, you're welcome to do that. If you want to take and use some scrap paper and do some scrap paper, that works as well. I'll come back in a few minutes and show you how our 3 gnomes have turned out. Okay, so now it is gnome show-off time. So here is my gnome. I took just some scraps of paper and I glued it to the top and then cut the extra edges off. Here is Sawyer's gnome. He took and he drew a little picture on his gnome's hat.
It's a slash.
It's a sloth, apparently. This one is Wyatt. He took and drew some curly cues. So he was decorating his with those curly cues.
Also on the back. One more on each time.
So he did one more loop-de-loo on each time. So, okay guys, I will try and get another video out to you guys within the next couple of weeks. Hopefully next week. And we'll see you then. Have a great summer. Miss you. Bye guys.